Hey everyone, it's Cardboard Collector coming to you with another video. And this time we're going to be doing it on the Medicom Mafex number 256, the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian himself. And this is the Chrome version, which was the exclusive in Japan. That just recently came out. Or came out a little bit ago. But with my internet problems, I haven't had a chance to really get all these reviews in, so we're doing it now. So that's all that matters. Anyways, so if you've seen the original Mafex Mandalorian figure, you've pretty much seen this one. The only difference is it actually comes with a less stuff, and it's chromed out, as you can see. It's very shiny. I like it. I'm a shiny man. I like shiny stuff. I will say though, when I'm looking at, I think there's times for both. And I'll get into that, I guess, later, when you see the comparisons. Because I feel like there's times in the show where his armor is really shiny, but then there's times where he's, like, in the dark, and it's, like, kind of like the original Mafex-looking version, So, anyways, let's just jump on in. As you can see, that chrome is just crazy. You can see my reflection in there. Hey, guys. But, yeah, I mean, that chrome is just so shiny. I'm telling you right now, it was a pain in the butt to shoot photos with. I mean, it's going to show fingerprints. I mean, that's just inevitable. If you buy something like this, it's going to show fingerprints. You got to be careful. You can wear gloves when you mess with it. That way you can, like if you have a white figure, you wear gloves so you don't get it dirty or whatever. You can do it with this so you don't show the fingerprints. Or you can keep like a microfiber clean cloth kind of thing and wipe it down. Kind of surprised. I don't think it came with one. I was sitting there thinking, man, they should have really put something like that. I know there's a third-party company called Transart that does Transformers, and they did a lot of the Beast Wars line. So when they did the Transmetals that has these chrome-like effects, colored like chrome, they included a microfiber cleaning cloth for all those kind of metal chrome parts. So yeah, that was a great idea. And I think for the price of this guy, I feel like they should have done that, because I mean, first gripe of the video, I'm going to get into it. I bought both, the original and this one when they came out. And this one is costed more because it is a Chrome exclusive version. But you're paying more and you're getting less. You're not getting all the stuff that comes with the original. But and I'll get into that once we get into the items. But to me, that's kind of crazy. But I went ahead and bought this one. I wanted it, so oh well. I got like a spot on mine right there. I don't know what it is. It feels kind of rough, but you can see it right there in the picture. It feels like glue or something. I'm not really sure what that is. I don't know. I don't want to scratch too much. I might scratch chrome off, but I'll go try to fix that later. Anyways, so we'll get into the articulation here. Neck is on a ball joint, double ball joint there. And the neck is also on a ball joint, so he can look up that high. He can look down that far. He can crack his neck side to side. He can turn. He can do all. The shoulders here, you can rotate them all the way around. The upper shoulder pad right here, it can move. And you kind of gotta finagle it a little bit so you can kind of get the arm up. Now my arm on mine, and I don't know if it's just me, I think it did it on my other one too, but I couldn't get my arms past this point. And it's this piece right here, this is blocking it. Right here, when you're trying to maneuver it, it does block, it does hinder it. So that's about as far as I can get up with that. Maybe you can push it farther. I'm afraid I'm gonna break these pieces if I do, but I mean, you can still get it in some pretty decent poses. And like I said, same articulation as the original one. I remember my original one does that too. We got a double jointed elbow here, which is super nice. You got wrist rotation and a pivot. Right here, these gauntlet pieces can come off, and that's for accessories. Now, again, we'll get to that when we get to the accessories, but these can come off, but with this figure, it doesn't really matter because you don't have the pieces to swap it with. The rotation, let's see, where was that? Double joint. Okay. So we got rotation at the waist slightly. It does move back and forth. You can go back about that far. You can go down about that far. It's just because the plates are stopping it. And there is some waist rotation. Leg works on a drop down system, so you can drop it down, and you can, like most Mafex stuff, drop it down and go about that far, go back about that far. So then you have the upper thigh rotation up here at the leg. Single jointed knee, which that's kind of a bummer, but again, like I said, just like the original. And then right here at the feet, you do have move the foot down that far. You can move it up that far. You can move it a little bit further up on this other side, because this part right here hinders that part. You can side to side, and then you do have toe pivot. Now, just like the original one, I have a lot of problem with him as far as standing sometimes, because I trying to pose the feet, especially. I really got to work with it to get him to stand, because it's just the way the boots and stuff are made. I can't get a lot of range with stuff like that, but you can make it work if you just keep figuring it out and everything fits in with it. You eventually will make it work. Let's move into the accessories. So, like I said, there's not as many accessories with this guy as there was with the previous figure. I will say that right off the bat. And I know I said that a while ago. Trying to find what I do with my tweezers, so I could get some of these smaller pieces, but I do not. Oh, they're on the floor. Of course they are. Why wouldn't I have dropped them? Sorry, guys. So, as far as accessories, like I said, very few. Let's start with the hands here. As you can see, I got him the open hands, but he does have a pair. He comes standard with a pair of fist hands, and I know I've said this 1,000 times. When it comes to Figma and Mafex, I love the way they have their hands on these little things. Makes it so much easier for people like me who review to show them off on camera. And this hands right here is specifically for holding the spear. But now I do, and I think I had trouble in my original figure too, but that spear it won't fit into the hands real well. It's like the hole is still really small. And then you have the hands here that are for holding other objects, and then the Star Saber. No, it's not Star Saber. Is it Star Saber? Black Star Saber? I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember if I'm confusing that with Transformers, because Optimus has a Star Saber. Am I confusing that? Oh my God, Black Saber, Black Star Saber. I don't know. My brain stopped, guys. I apologize, but yeah. So you have hands to hold the lightsaber. And I know I'm gonna get grilled in the comments for that. I'm so sorry. My brain's just not here right now. And then you have some trigger hands for each side, so you can hold and shoot your guns. You have some open blade hands here. And I think that is all the hands. So let's get into the rest of it here. As I mentioned, it does come with a spear. And the spear is chromed out just like the Mandalorian. And like I said, the hands are so tight, and I'm afraid I'm going to break it. Trying to get it in there, and I'm pretty sure. I mean, because I don't know what else this is for. Because you can see, I mean, that's about as far as I can get it, and I don't want to push anymore because I'm afraid I'm going to break it. So I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but so the spear it's too big. The hands that hold the lightsaber is too. The hands are too big for that. So it doesn't hold it. So those hands has got to be for that one. I'm pretty sure that's what I used on my other one, but I don't remember how it held it on the other one. I think I had the same problem. But anyway, so there's the spear there, the Beskar spear, and then here is the lightsaber here. Looks really good. Same thing as you got with the other one. And then you have the jetpack here, and it comes with an interchangeable back piece, and the jetpack right here connects to it. I just leave mine on there. It's just easier that way, I feel like. But you see it's chromed out also, so nice chrome detailing on that. And then you have the little blast effects for the jetpack there. And then last but not least, you also get a Grogu. Focus. Come on, camera. I want to focus with him. There he goes. And he's on has a little ball joint, so you can move it around. You can move his arms a little bit. So that's cool. So that's all the accessories you get. So now, in saying that, that's what my biggest complaint is this guy, as much as he cost, yeah, you chromed it out, but you didn't give us any of the accessories from the original, man. Like, I mean, I'm paying more than the original, and you're still not giving me any of the accessories. That blows my mind, because the original, like, I mean, I have all the accessories right here. The original comes with his spear. It comes with the whistler effects that he shoots from his arm. It comes with so you can change that on his arm. It shoots. Comes with 2 different guns, one to holster and one to hold. Comes with an extra head. The head is light. Come with like 2 different Grogus, one that sits in the bag, and then the one that we just showed there. Come with a flame effect for the other side that you could pop off his arm and put on there. And I'm sure that you could take, like I said, these still have and it came with an unmasked head too. So yeah, I mean, there was a lot of stuff that the original one came with. And like I said, you can pop these pieces off, and you could probably put those effect pieces on, but however, it's not going to color match at that point. It's going to be the same original color as the first Mandalorian figure there, and it won't have that chrome look to it. So, I mean, but if that doesn't bother you, then you can do that. I mean, and I'll probably do that, you know, for some pictures at some point. But as far as that goes, you know, it's kind of one of the things where it's like, I just don't understand why you couldn't do that. You gave it to us with the original. We're paying more for this one, and we're getting less stuff. I mean, yeah, it's an exclusive, it's chrome, but I mean, you could at least give us the same stuff and just still chrome. Because I mean, really, in the fact of that, all your chrome is the figure, the spear, the jetpack, which you've already done that with this figure. The only things else you would have to chrome is, I guess, one extra head, and the it would have to chrome, like I said, the part where the effect piece connects there. I mean, that's it. I don't think that's a lot to ask for, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But anyways, so that's the big differences there. So that gripe aside, let's go ahead and get into size comparisons. So first, you know, we're gonna have to. One of my comparisons I forgot I had put back up here. I'm gonna get him out. But I think the first comparison we need to do here is the original version of this Mandalorian. So let's get him here. And let's stand him up. So as you can see, here's the version, or this version of it that this one's based on. There's been a few. I think there's been a few different Mafex versions, but this is the last one that they came with. Well, again, as I said, I have so much trouble getting these to stand that it's not even. My lord. Sometimes it's not even worth like trying to make him stand. I don't know why. I've got really lucky with this other one right now that he's not been falling or anything. There we go. But as you can see, it's the exact. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. It's the exact same figure. You're not missing anything on it. It's everything exactly the same. The cape. The only, like I said, the only difference is the chrome on it. I don't think they did not change anything else on this figure. One thing I just realized I forgot to mention as we're doing this is the pistol. When I was doing the accessories, he does come with his pistol. I had it in the holster there, so forgot about that. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to forget that. But as you can, yeah, like I said, as you can see, it's the exact same figure. There's no differences there, except for the chrome. That's it. Everything else is exactly the same. So like I said, I don't know why they couldn't just give us everything as far as accessories and stuff with this one. But whatever. I'm gonna quit harping on that. I'm sorry. Other comparison here we have here is the Mafex Boba Fett. So you can see how they kind of look together. And like I said, when it comes to pictures, I think what I'll do is, because like there's some scenes in the show that he's chromed out like that, very shiny in the sun, and there's scenes like when he's in the dark where he's more matted like that. So I'm sure there's ways that you can utilize both. you know, to with you if you do photos, stuff like that, or just general posing on the shelf or something for your collection. There's there's ways to utilize both at that point, but there's those two that go with them. For generic, from a like a Star Wars Black Series, here is a Star Killer. I couldn't find. I have some other ones, but they're so put away that I'm not even sure where some of them are at. But here's Star Killer to kind of for the Black Series representation, so you can see that scale. I know there are two different eras of Star Wars, or two different continuities, and all this kind of stuff. Different stuff. But here is the Mafex Deadpool, so you can kind of see some height with some other Mafex characters. Here is the NR Batman for some representation of a SH Figma kind of sized character. He's kind of a little bit more on the small side, but he does scale well with the Mandalorian. So maybe Batman and Mandalorian team up. Who knows? It is your world. You do as you please. As far as a Mafex representation, I mean not Mafex. I became ill prepared. I usually have. I've been having my version, my Mezco self. I have a Mezco figure myself that I've been using for the comparison, but I have left it somewhere, and I didn't realize that as I was doing this video. And I realize now I forgot it from the other videos too that I've done today. But here's a Mezco Superman. Superman movie's out. Why not? Let's just do a Mezco Superman there, so as you can see what he scales like with a Mezco figure. And then also, let's see, for some more stuff. Here's some Mythic Legions, some more armored up knights kind of people. Here is scaling with Mythic Legions there. So there we go. There's some more size comparisons. All right, all in all, final thoughts here. I think that for what it is, for what it's worth, I mean, it's a great figure. I mean, the figure was good from the original. Everything's good about that. I don't have any gripes with that. But it's the fact that, like I said, as I griped before, the amount of accessories. I feel like I paid more. I got both of them from Japan when I bought them, and you definitely paid a little bit more for this one. And it's just like, well, if you paid more, then you're paying more for the chrome anyways. Why didn't they give us all the effects anyways? I could understand if it's a special version, we're going to do less accessories, but it's going to be the same price as the original, less accessories, but it's chrome, or maybe a little less than the original. That I could have understood that. But all you did was you chromed that and two other things, and then you just increased the price and called it an exclusive. I get that. That's, everybody, I get exclusives. I know how exclusives work. I like exclusives. But it's the fact that I just don't understand why you couldn't just throw all the other accessories in there. You already had them. I mean, they're there. You already had them made. Why not? Just go ahead and throw them in there with it and chrome out the little pieces that need to be chromed. And I could have justified the up cost on that. But, it is what it is. So, overall, like I said, it's a good figure. If you have the original one, there's no need to get this one unless you just really want a chrome version. I kind of like the chrome version. So, yeah, of course, I bought it. Or if you're a Star Wars fan in general, just want to collect everything that Mafex does, or Mafex fan that they do with Star Wars, I completely understand that side of it too. So, in saying that, hope you enjoyed this review. If you didn't, I hope you at least found it informative, and educational. If you like the video though, if you could give me a like, comment, and please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers for the end of July. We're getting close. We're at 451, I think, the last time I checked. So we're getting there. We're getting close. Just need try to tack on a few more. I'm just trying to reach some goals here. I'm just trying to, extend out. And one little subscribe click for you, even if you subscribe and never watch me again, I mean, that would suck. But that's a big click for me. And it really helps my channel out growing and doing this and let me know that I'm in the right direction and moving forward. Because, I mean, let's face it, this takes time. It takes editing. It takes buying the figures themselves. I mean, yeah, some of these figures I'd probably buy for my own collection anyways, but some of them here lately are just ones because I want to review them, and for people that are on the fence about them, I'll buy them. I'm just trying to buy them and try to help out and let you see what everything goes, what everything's like, and then let you make your decision from there. But anyways, Also, I have social media. If you want to follow me on social media, I have a social media. I have a Facebook and Instagram and a Threads, and they're linked all in the description. If you, I post photos all the time of different figures, just different photos I take, because I take more photos than what I do just for the reviews. So I mean, I'm constantly posting photos, and if you want to come in there and send me a message or something like that, I'll try to answer you back best I can. Also, anyways, in saying all this, I hope you're having a great day, great night. I hope you're safe wherever you're at, and I hope that your collecting will always be fruitful. Later, guys.